So I've been playing a little online, very small tournaments, just really killing time. Been traveling a little bit more, and I had some downtime, so I decided to play. I was actually trying to start because people like the little videos I used to do, and I like them too because I could actually show things in real time, which I like. But I did post one little short video. It was just basically an update. Like, I've been gone from that site for a while. Hopped in, doing good. I played probably like 10 tournaments. Out of the 10, I cashed 9. And out of the 9, I've only won. I got first place 3 times. I want to say 4, but I believe it was 3 times. I'll have to go back and look. But I posted one video. I only showed, I think, 2 tournaments. I do have like 4 more tournaments to show the proof of. Because people like to say I'm a losing player, and that's why I'm crying. I'm not crying. I'm bringing you guys information. And again, I'm a winning player. I no longer play big online. Just can't do it. I don't trust it no more. I used to be a big advocate, but I just can't anymore. It's just too much I know and too much I've seen and experienced. Now, my most recent trip, I did hit Florida. I'm in Florida. And the other day, I think I went to, I think it's called Hialeah. So I played there, Ultimate Texas Hold'em, and again, straight just garbage. Like the game, when it first started spreading to Florida, California, other places, you can actually win. You can do good. You can sit there with $100 a whole day if you know how to strategically play and leave with a few hundred and maybe even a few thousand. I've done it a few times with, sitting waiting for a game, hopped in for 100 and wind up not even leaving, not even leaving for the game that I'm called for because I'm doing so good over there. Again, just a complete night and day. And I'm not the only person that would tell you this. I'm pretty sure I've came across other people that would tell you when they first started. One guy I sat down with playing, he said he started playing the game in Florida. It was around like 2015, 2014, maybe 16, something like that. One of those 3 years. And he was saying how great he used to, be able to do. He did have some losing, but he did great. It seemed like a good game. It seemed, even though the house had an edge, it seemed like a pretty good gamble. And now it's just, they just complete smash you over the head. The house just has it almost every time, or you just don't have nothing to go with or play with. But whatever, I sat down at Hialeah, played $1,200, lost $1,200. I was actually trying to kill time, so I only went with $200, and I wound up hitting the ATM. That's why $1,200. So I leave there, and I'm heading back north, and I was like, oh, there's a casino close by. And I wasn't chasing my losses. I just wanted to play a little blackjack. So I went to, I think it's called Coconut Creek or Calder. No, Coconut Creek. I think that's the one, right? So Coconut Creek. I had $500 in my pocket from when I cashed out at Hialeah. So I wasn't exactly $1,200 down, but that's how much I was in. So I had it was exactly $475. So that's what I buy in with. And within like 3 hands, I hit a Super Trilux or something like that. And it was my first time playing there, so I only had $10 on it. Usually my side bets, I love my side bets. I'm playing 25, 50, sometimes 100. But this time I only had $10, so I wound up winning like almost $1,000, like $900 something dollars off of that. Because I had the Super Trilux, and they make you play the little one, the smaller one, so I won that one too. Because again, it was trip jacks. So I'm like, okay, cool, I like this. And all of a sudden, I catch myself being, having about 1,600 in front of me until having about 0. Another player came in. I was getting ready to leave, but then another player came in. So I was opening hands. I did all the way up to 3 hands. And I was doing okay. And then all of a sudden, it's just, I'm switching between 1 and 2, and all of a sudden, it's just nothing. And this was the second shoot. The first shoot was great. hitting side bets, first grade. Second, just garbage. So I'm about to leave. I'm just like, whatever. I'm gonna call it a night. Then the second player comes in. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I hit the ATM. I hit for another 3,000 out the ATM. I did have a few hundred in front of me. So I'm playing and just the house is just taking it. I switched tables. I'm about to go to the high limit room, but then I see another table. I was like, okay, let me try this. So I sit there. No lie, first shoot, I'm hitting like I'm hitting suited. I'm playing the side bet, the match the dealer. So I'm switched the tables, matching the dealer. Perfects, that's what they call it. So I'm hitting perfects. I had trip queens with a perfect. It was a queen of hearts, and that paid me like almost 1,000. So I'm like, okay, I like this. And then I didn't pay attention, and I try to practice what I preach. And I told you guys in one of my last videos about when you first sit down and you're a heavy side bet player, it seems like that first shoot you're getting it. About time that second shoot, after that the house comes over a few times and putting shit into the system, all of a sudden you just can't hit nothing at all. And that's what happened. I'm playing, can't hit nothing at all, can't win a hand. So that almost 4,000 trickles all the way down to just a few hundred. So I'm thousands down. So I was like, okay, whatever. At this point, it will be considered chasing, and I'm not trying to chase. So let me leave. But before I leave, I see this guy, and we're talking, and he was coming back in, and he was saying that security asked him to leave. He can't sleep there because he was just in his car. He said he wasn't playing all. He was traveling, and he decided to stop, and he was playing for quite a few hours, and he lost. Quite a few thousand. So he's in a parking lot. He's just, cars on, AC's on. He's just taking a little nap because he didn't want to get on the road. He didn't want to get on the road sleepy and drive sleepy, because that's very dangerous. That's like almost sleeping. That's like almost drunk driving in a sense. So when he's talking to me about this, and we're both heading back out, I'm like, that's completely messed up. So what you're saying is the casino can literally take your money, and again, we are adults, and there's a bit of responsibility on us. So I'm not gonna take completely off, but you're an adult. You stop. You lost all this money. It's very early in the morning, and you're leaving. You realize you're too tired. That's very responsible. You're too tired to really drive, so you decided just to slow down, take a nap. But then they tell you to leave. Now again, it is private property, it is tribal land, whatever. They can tell you to leave, but that's not fair. If you've been playing and you're tired, besides not even being fair, that's just not right. That's not right at all, because that person can leave your establishment and get in an accident and die. For the casinos, they should definitely have some type of, just like a bar. If a bar serves you too much alcohol and you go and you crash, there's some responsibility on that bar. They should be the same for these casinos. The same. Now, we're not trying to say turn it into a hotel. Let's be for real. But come on, people have been playing. People are tired. Sometimes a lot of people are traveling through or traveling by and stop to the casino to eat, to blow off some steam, have fun, do whatever, and you want to sort of, in a sense, punish a responsible adult. They're being responsible. They're not getting on the road drunk or getting on the road sleepy. But I just want to make this video and just point that out. That's sort of messed up from these casinos. And I think it's Coconut Creek. You should, part of the Seminoles, y'all should, be a little ashamed of yourselves. At least give someone, you got all these security circling, at least let the person take an hour. At least let the person have an hour. Tell security, look, after an hour, ask them to leave. That'll be right. Don't just, person gets to their car, they want to take a nap, and you already on their necks, They're trying not to cause any type of accident, no type of problem. But yeah, Coconut Creek, Seminoles, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves anyways, the way y'all be boosting those numbers, and all the cheating y'all be doing and all the other stuff. But I just wanted to say that and point that out. Should be ashamed, Coconut Creek.